What's up? It's Chris Heria. If you've ever experienced pain in your wrist during any exercise like the push-up or the bench press, today I'm going to be showing you a routine to strengthen your wrist and eliminate that pain. Strengthening your wrist will also increase your repetitions in any exercise you do that involves your grip, wrist, or forearm. And of course, being able to increase your repetitions is going to develop more muscle and strength, not just in your forearms, but muscle and strength throughout your entire body. So if you never do exercises to strengthen your wrist, chances are you're not as strong as you could be, and you may even be feeling wrist pain currently during some exercises, which is why this routine is going to be perfect for you. But before we get started, thank you to Simply Safe for sponsoring this video. My brother just bought this house and we want to make sure it's safe, so we're going to be setting up the Simply Safe home security system. You guys know I only do sponsored videos with companies that align with the channel or brands and products that I've actually used. And sponsoring these videos allows me to deliver the best possible content for you guys. Simply Safe is an award-winning, easy to install home security system. And right now they're having their best deals of the year, so if you've ever thought about getting a home security system, now would be the perfect time. Simply Safe is giving you early access to all their Black Friday deals of 50% off or more on their home security system. They now have a wireless outdoor security camera with an ultra-wide 1080 HD resolution. 1000-inch shooter, we'd be able to spot them right away. There's many different sensors, monitors, and cameras. We have motion detectors, glass break detectors, smoke detectors, temperature detectors, monitors to detect water or CO, sensors that you can put on your doors that will tell you exactly when they're opened or closed. They even have key fobs, smart locks, panic buttons, and keypads. And right now, you can save 50% or more on your Simply Safe security system during their biggest sale of the year. Visit simplysafe.com/ChrisHeria to learn more. And once again, thank you Simply Safe for sponsoring this video. Now, having tight wrists puts extra strain on the surrounding ligaments, joints, and muscles of the wrist. So just by increasing wrist flexibility, you'll be able to loosen the wrist and reduce the strain on them, which is why it's equally important to build strength and flexibility in your wrist. And that's exactly what we'll be doing today. So if you're ready to get started, all you're gonna need to do is download the Heria Pro app in the App Store or Google Play Store, open up to the YouTube workout section. You should be able to find this routine, smash the like button on this video, and we're ready to get started. So before we get into building strength in our wrists and forearms, first we're gonna get into some dynamic stretching. We're not gonna hold these stretches for too long, but after our workout, I want you to come back to these stretches and do them again, but just hold them for longer as a static stretch. We're gonna start stretching each individual finger, starting with our index finger. Go ahead and start pulling it back. You should start applying a little bit of pressure and then release that pressure. It's gonna allow you to stretch it back even further. Now you should be able to feel that from your finger to your wrist all the way down to your forearm. Let's go to the next one. Apply a little bit of pressure and then release that pressure. Allow it to pull back. We're gonna go through every single finger. Even the thumb. Other hand. All right, shake that off. Next, we're gonna go into all our fingers, bring them all back, give it a nice little pressure, then release the pressure in your fingertips. Flip it over. Same thing, you wanna press a little bit with your fingertips, but then pull them back and then release that pressure. It's gonna allow you to bend even further back. Put the rest down, gently push it down. Now grab by the thumb, turn the wrist around, gently pull it back. Now let's do it with the next hand. All right, now after our workout, we're gonna do these stretches again, but we're gonna hold each one for about 30 seconds each. Before we get started, I wanna show you a super underrated exercise that's great for building strength in your wrist, as well as eliminating wrist pain, and all you're gonna need is a rubber band. 99% of exercises involve you squeezing your hand, but only a handful of specific exercises apply resistance to opening your hand. And like I always say, to produce more strength and to prevent imbalances and injury, you want to be working antagonist movements and antagonist muscles. If you have a muscle imbalance, you may be able to work with a certain amount of resistance or weight with a specific muscle group, but the secondary supporting muscle groups may not be as strong. And that's exactly what will plateau you and lead you to injury, which is why the exercise we're about to do is so important. We're going to be going for finger extension. All you need is a rubber band. Put them on your fingers. If you have a long rubber band, just double it up. We're gonna be going for 15 repetitions of just open and close. Really squeeze. Every time you get to a full extension, trying to go as wide as you can. All right, last one, hold it. Should really feel that All right, now if you've never done this before, you should definitely feel a pump in your forearms. Now we're ready to move on to the next exercise. All we're gonna need is a place to hang. We're gonna be going for fingertip hang. So we're just gonna be hanging by the edges of our fingertips. If you can't hang from the edge of your fingertips, you can always use an Australian pull-up position to reduce the amount of weight that you're hanging with. So let's get up there. We're gonna hold for 20 seconds. And if you can, I want you to curl with your fingertips. Go all the way up. Like that. If you can't, just hold it. Last couple seconds, 3, 2, and 1. And with that exercise, you should definitely feel the pump in your forearms. Now we're ready to work on another flexion. We're gonna be going into incline finger press. We're gonna be going for 15 repetitions. All you're gonna need is an elevated surface, and the position we're gonna get into to add resistance is gonna be like an incline push-up. Straight line from my feet to my shoulders. You wanna be pressing with your fingers. But if this is too difficult, you can always bring your hands down to your knuckles and push with just your wrist. Last one. All right, now these look so simple, but trust me, they are super difficult. And if you're following along, you can tell that all these exercises are gonna build a lot of strength in your wrist and your grip. Now with the next exercise, we're gonna emphasize on strengthening the rotation of our wrist with dumbbell wrist twists. So all we're gonna need is a dumbbell or anything that you can find around your house that you can hold. I'm gonna put my hand down so that we're in a steady position. We're gonna twist to one side, twist to the other side with a solid grip. Both sides equal 1. Let's go for 15 repetitions. As you can see also, I'm holding it more on one side than the other. That's gonna increase the turning resistance. You don't wanna rush this move. You wanna just thoroughly twist. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's switch it up. Three, 2, and 1. There you have it. Woo! Forearms are on fire. All right, this next one that we're gonna get into is one of my favorites. We're gonna go for a high plank alternating fingertip holds. We're gonna be going for 10 repetitions. So for this exercise, we're gonna get down to a push-up position. But of course, to make this easier, you can always do this on your knees or in an elevated surface in a push-up position to release some of that weight and allow anybody to do this exercise. This is what it looks like. We're gonna be going for 10 repetitions. Start with our hands like this, come up on your fingertips, down, and alternate. Both sides is 1. Now that exercise is definitely a killer. I would advise trying it on your knees first or on an elevated surface if it's your first time, and building up your strength to be able to do it in a push-up position. We're almost done. We just have 2 exercises to go. Next is gonna be some good old-fashioned barbell wrist curls. We're gonna do 10 behind the back and then 10 in front of us. All right, you want to curl pronated. All right, we are down to the last and final exercise. Now we've worked every flexion, extension, and rotation of our wrist. We're gonna finish off this routine with one of my favorites, the plate pinch. All you're gonna need is something heavy to pinch together from your fingertips. I'm gonna be using 2 plates to increase the difficulty. When you're holding onto 2 plates, it's a lot harder to pinch as the plates can slide around. So we're gonna hold this for a good 10, 20 seconds. See how long we last until they fly off. There we have it. The plate pinch. So there's a routine, and I promise you, if you do these exercises, not only are you going to eliminate the pain in your wrist, but you're going to develop an insane amount of wrist strength, which will directly translate to increasing your repetitions with any exercise involving your wrist, grip, or forearm, and allowing you to reach your fullest potential so that you can build way more strength and muscle throughout your entire body. Remember, you're only as strong as your weakest link, so definitely come back to this routine and work on strengthening your wrists often. And the more you do this routine, the stronger you're going to get. Eventually, you'll be able to go for more rounds. And to benefit the most out of this workout routine, you want to be able to do it for at least 3 rounds. And don't forget, when you finish this routine, to go back and do the stretches that we did at the beginning of this video. And if you enjoyed the video, then definitely smash that like button. We really appreciate it, and it helps our videos to be seen and shared to more people on YouTube. And to show our appreciation, if you comment down below within 30 minutes of any upload, you always have a chance to win some Harry apparel. And don't forget to get this workout on your phone and schedule it at any time, as well as getting full access to all my personal workouts and workout routines that I create with specific goals in mind, like developing solid muscle while simultaneously getting shredded. Then make sure you downloaded the Harry Pro app in the App Store or Google Play Store. It's like having me as a personal trainer right in your pocket. And starting right now, we have the biggest sale of the year. That's 25% off the entire shop. If you've ever wanted to get a Harry weight vest to take your training to the next level at the lowest price, that would be today all the way through Cyber Monday, as well as the entire Harry collection, workout apparel, and equipment. And all our brand new Harry weight vests just dropped, like the 3M vest and the iridescent Harry vest. Visit chrisharriot.com right now, as well as thenx.com/shop, and get your favorite pieces before we're all sold out. And if you happen to be thinking of a Christmas gift for your significant other, a Harry weight vest is definitely on their list. If you really love your partner, then show them by giving them the gift of gains this year. And I will see you next Thursday, 2 p.m. USA Eastern Time. Mad love. Peace out. Smash that like button, guys.